What's up everybody, Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. So today we are going to be checking out the McLaren SLR 722 edition. We're going to do a stage 5 shift pattern and tune. We're going to do a stage 6 shift pattern and tune. And we're going to tell you a live racing setup. If we can find one, we'll do a review on the car so you guys can find out if it's any good and all that good stuff. So today I'm going to be talking in my best radio announcer voice. Alright, so if you have all the stage 6 parts and all the fusion parts installed, this is how you're going to tune it. And today I am using my buddy Nitro for CSR's account to make this video. Thank you, Nitro. You can find a link to his YouTube channel in this video's description. Alright, so we're going to put the nitrous all the way to the left. Final drive all the way down to 2.0 and tire pressure. I've never seen this before, guys. We got the tires on 100 and 0, 42 psi. This car is going to have a dyno time of a 7.405. To drive this bad boy, we're going to try and get a perfect start instantly, and I mean instantly shift into second. Third gear right around 4,000 RPM and nitrous and all the rest of the shifts right before red line. If you don't get into second fast enough, it will slow you down. So 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third nitrous, fourth gear, fifth gear. Now you can probably hit nitrous on second or third. That time I actually hit it on second by mistake. So let's see what happened. There we got a 7.257, not bad at all. That's a very, very good time for this car. So you can try nitrous on second and try it on third, but I think you're supposed to hit it on third. But hey, that worked pretty good too. And that did beat the dyno time by just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to fit the parts back to stage 5, retune it, and then we're going to see what this baby can do on stage 5. Alright, so now that we're back on all stage 5 parts, the nitrous is still all the way to the left. Final drive goes up to 2.69 and the tire pressure stays down there at 42 psi. That gives us a dyno of 9.917. Now, this just goes to show you when it's maxed out, the transmission's all the way to the left. On stage 5, it's not. So you can't just copy people's tunes because when you change parts around, the tunes change. So you got to tune the car according to what parts you have installed. If you don't know how to tune a car, guys, check out my tuning playlist. Just go to my channel, scroll down till you see it, and you'll find a video called The Correct Way to Tune Your Cars, the short version. Check that out. Now on stage 5, this has a dyno time of a 9.917. 9.917. So we are going to drive this similar but a little bit differently than we did on stage 6. So we're pretty much instantly going to shift into second, then right into third, and then hit our nitrous. And that's giving me the fastest times on stage 5. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third nitrous. Fourth gear. Fifth gear. And that's all she wrote. Very easy to drive the car, guys. Very easy car to drive. So what did we get? We got a 9.880. And the dyno was what? 9.917. So it is beating dyno by a little bit with that shift pattern. So right now, I am going to go ahead and change all the parts around and see if I can find one of those amazing live racing setups that just makes this thing dominate in live racing. So we will pause this and we'll be right back and let you know. Ladies and gentlemen, we have found the live racing setup and we only had to upgrade 2 parts. We got the tires on stage 3. The transmission on stage 4, all the other parts are fitted back to stock with 0 upgrades. So you only have to upgrade 2 parts to make this thing a live racing machine. And once you have the parts set up like that, we're going to put our final drive at 4.40 and tire pressure still at 42 psi. Nitrous is not tunable because we have it on stage 0 or stock or whatever the heck you want to call it. So let's get into how to drive it. This gives us a dyno time of a 12.2 exactly and 1,611 evo points. So this will get us right into the 12.2 lobby. Our goal is to run as close to 12.2 as possible, but do not beat it, okay? If you beat 12.2, the game will push you into a different lobby. This kind of tune is set up so we can run 12.2 exactly or as close as possible win a bunch of live races, and never have to make our car move into different lobbies. So it will always stay in the same lobby, which is very, very convenient. So let's show you guys how to drive it. Alright, so all we're going to do is pretty much try and get a perfect start. Early shift in the second gear, hit your nitrous, and all shifts right before the red line, okay? And trust me guys, you do not want to beat the dyno with this type of setup. Second nitrous, third, fourth, fifth gear, sixth gear. Oh, no sixth gear, fifth gear. There we go. Now she's slowly just going to run on down the line. That's a very, very easy way to drive this car. What are we going to get? 12.229. You can always play with what gear you hit nitrous or play with the tune a little bit to get it closer to 12.2, but that was pretty darn good. So now we are going to do a review on this car. So the first thing is, will this beat Tempest 1, Tempest 2, and Tempest 3? Well, with enough parts installed and the right tune, yes, it can easily beat the 260 mile per hour speed trap. It can pretty easily beat the 1.3 0 to 100 time you need if you tune it just a little bit differently. And, hey, it'll beat all three bosses with enough parts, but you're probably going to need to have it very close to being maxed out. So the first thing is, will this beat Tempest 1, Tempest 2, and Tempest 3? Well, with enough parts installed and the right tune, yes, it can easily beat the 260 mile per hour speed trap. It can pretty easily beat the 1.3 0 to 100 time you need if you tune it just a little bit differently. And, hey, it'll beat all three bosses with enough parts. You can make the car beat the dyno time on stage 5 and stage 6, and we found a really good live racing setup for the car. So, question is, how good is this car? Well, on stage 6, pretty darn good. On stage 5, pretty darn good, but nothing too terribly special. Now, for live racing, you can easily set this up with only the 2 upgraded parts and dominate the majority of live races. There's always going to be cars that can beat you, but this will win the majority of the live races with this setup. Only having the 2 parts installed, you get the low performance points, but really high evo, so that should give this a really nice lobby advantage to where it wins the majority of the live races easily. If you don't have a good tier 5 live racing car yet, definitely upgrade this because it's going to be a cheap car to upgrade. You only need the 2 parts and you only need to fill up those parts with the fusion. So this will be a great cheap live racing tier 5 car that's going to earn great respect points and do really well for you, okay? If you're trying to upgrade it for any other reason, I would say skip it unless you really need a good tier 5 car for something. I wouldn't put this up to stage 5 or stage 6 myself unless I needed it for some sort of event or something, because there are many better cars in the game. Now, if you don't have any good tier 5 cars yet, this one will do you pretty well if you go ahead and upgrade it, but there are better ones. So if you've got one of those really, really good cars or a couple of those really, really good cars, I think I would hold up on upgrading this one. But if you don't have a good tier 5 car yet, this one is definitely worth upgrading. And if you do need a really good live racer, this is going to be killer. So yeah, upgrade those 2 parts and you are good to go for live. I make videos to help you guys out, so if you'd like to help me out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and click the little bell and set the notifications all. That way YouTube notifies you when we make more videos and stuff, so you don't miss anything good. Plus, if you'd really like to help support the channel, you can be a monthly channel member. Just hit join down below the video, or you can hit the thank you button to help support the channel as well. All that stuff is a really big help, but yeah, I try to make videos to help you guys out, so if you'd like to help me out, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can find a link to my Discord server and my other YouTube channels in this video's description, so check that out, or you can find those on my channel, guys. Just go to my channel and scroll down a little bit. You'll see my playlist, you'll see this, you'll see that, you'll see my other channels, you'll see all kinds of stuff. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing, and we will catch you next time, alright? Lightning out. Have an awesome day. See ya.